Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today for the Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin. We got Tiffany Schultz back. We're working on our business tip of the month, and today we're going to talk about tips for onboarding new employees. A lot of people getting different jobs, especially coming into the summertime. You know, you're bringing on that new staff, whatever. A good onboarding process goes a long ways. It really helps you kind of set the right expectations and a great impression on the company and what you're going to be doing.
We were all new employees once. And think about your first day at your employer. Did you have a good experience with a good impression of the company, or was it a sink or swim situation? And as an employer, you should give a great impression for that employee who starts their journey with you.
Absolutely. So let's start with things that you should be concerned with before the official day starts. So as a business owner, what could you do to get prepped so you're ready?
So when the employee walks in the door on the first day, you don't want to be dealing with the signing of the contract, all that little paperwork that you have. Make sure that that is done ahead of time, and it can be accomplished through an email, a phone call, or even just a brief meeting to come on in and discuss the basics. Fill out the paperwork that you need for the direct deposit, get a copy of the employee handbook. All of those administrative tasks can really be accomplished prior to the employee's first day.
Yeah, absolutely. Or we even set out a timeline like, hey, we're going to deal for the day. If it's all has to be one day, like, hey, we're going to do this for the first part of the day. For the rest of the day, we're going to be working on bringing you, in depth with everything that's going on in the business. How about introducing new hires around the office? My favorite part.
Yeah, I remember when I started at the BBB, that was one of the things that we did on the first day is I was introduced to the entire staff in the office. I didn't remember what their names were, but it was a great greeting. And it was a great way to introduce the staff to me and me to them. So it's really a nice feel-good thing when you introduce your new employee, not that everybody is wondering, oh, there's the new guy or there's the new girl. They know them by name. They had an opportunity to ask questions and vice versa.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to break down, the barriers, especially for the people who've been working there too. They're like, here we go, got a new person. This could be interesting. No, it should be like making that welcome right away. Set the tone right away that you're there to stay and work together. I like this one. Have the manager take you out to lunch.
This is a great opportunity for a casual one-on-one conversation. Just take the manager to lunch. The manager should take the new employee to lunch.
Take the manager to lunch. That'll work.
Take your new employee to lunch. Really get to know them on a personal level, and allow that employee to ask any questions that maybe they didn't ask earlier in the day or, are better suited for a casual conversation. When you go to lunch with somebody, you learn about their family and you learn about what they like to do. It's a great get to know you piece.
It really is. I mean, it's sort of, you could call it off the record, but you're out of the space. You really are trying to develop a relationship, get to know somebody. And I think that just helps in building those relationships and making them last for a while. I also like this, outlining kind of the professional development. Like, what does it look like to take steps in the company? Especially if you're new, you're like, where can I go? Some people just don't know that.
When an employee joins your company, they just don't want to join your company to do a job with a dead-end job. They want to see advancement. And as an employer, you can actually map out what advancement should look like. And at the 1-year mark, this is what we would expect. Set those expectations. And, you can grow to this position or that position. And if you go over these professional development opportunities with a new employee, you should definitely stick with them too. Don't let your employee down. Make sure that they are developing and they want to continue to work for you.
It's true. You really don't want to let them down. I mean, that could ultimately make them not want to stay with you if you don't kind of show where you could go and expectations. And communication, super, super important. No matter how big the company is, how small a company is, you got to communicate.
Communication is really hard sometimes for companies, and employees find themselves in silos and things get missed. Have a communications plan and communicate, not with just your new employee, but all your employees. Super important to have that plan, follow that plan, and execute that plan.
Yeah, it's going to help overall. And you say here it can increase productivity by 25%, which is a good thing. But I think everybody on the same page, makes you a unit. Forward together.
if an employee feels like they're part of the loop and part of the solution, they're going to work harder for you.
Absolutely. Well, if you want to learn more about businesses or business onboarding or just general resources, because this could be a small 1 to 2 person operation to thousands. You never know what the size is, but how can they find out more information on onboarding?
Check us out on bbb.org.
All right, Tiffany, appreciate the updates. And yeah, onboarding, it's awesome. You got to do it. And it works.
Thanks for having me.